dark side of DARPA. The human cost of technological supremacy investigates the unanticipated and usually disregarded effects of the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency's DARPA unrelenting hunt to innovative technology. Although DARPA has been very helpful in fostering innovation, particularly in defense and national security, its activities also generate major ethical and social questions. From mass surveillance technology and autonomous weapons to the displacement of people by automation, DARPA's contributions to technological superiority frequently come at a great human cost. These developments seriously jeopardize world stability, personal privacy, and civil freedoms even as they guarantee military supremacy. The quest for dominance might mask the moral and social consequences of its efforts, hence creating a disturbing disparity between responsibility and technical advancement. This article explores the darker sides of DARPA's influence, stressing ethical conundrums, world conflicts, and social disturbances resulting from giving technical progress top priority at all means. Number 5. Ethical implications of military technology. The development of autonomous weapons, including drones and advanced systems capable of making life and death decisions without human intervention, presents profound ethical and accountability challenges. As these systems are increasingly integrated into military operations, the question arises of who is responsible when things go wrong. Unlike human soldiers, autonomous systems cannot be held morally accountable for their actions, yet they can still cause significant harm. If an autonomous weapon mistakenly targets civilians or makes flawed decisions in complex battlefields, determining where accountability lies, whether with the engineers who built it, the commanders who deployed it, or the algorithms controlling it, becomes a murky legal and moral issue. Furthermore, the delegation of lethal decision-making to machines introduces the unsettling possibility that future warfare could be conducted with minimal human oversight, where algorithms, not moral judgment, dictate who lives and who dies. This shift raises deep concerns about dehumanizing war and eroding the principles of international humanitarian law, which are designed to limit the brutality of conflict. Similarly, the expansion of surveillance technologies driven by advancements in facial recognition, AI, and data mining threatens to erode privacy rights and civil liberties. Governments and corporations can now monitor and collect data on individuals with unprecedented precision, tracking movements, communications, and behaviors. While these technologies are often justified in the name of security and efficiency, their unchecked deployment risks creating a society under constant surveillance, where citizens are continually monitored without their knowledge or consent. This can have a chilling effect on freedom of speech, assembly, and other democratic rights, as individuals may feel pressured to conform to societal norms out of fear of being watched or judged. Moreover, the power to surveil is often concentrated in the hands of governments and large corporations, raising concerns about potential abuses, discrimination, or the targeting of specific communities based on race, religion, or political beliefs. In this environment, the balance between security and privacy becomes increasingly skewed, potentially leading to a future where privacy is a luxury rather than a fundamental right. Number 4. Societal impact. Traditional employment is facing substantial challenges as a result of the proliferation of advanced technologies and automation, which is being driven in part by research and innovation in the military industry. There is a significant possibility that many occupations that rely on manual labor or regular tasks may be replaced as a result of the adoption of technology such as artificial intelligence, robots, and automated systems by industries in order to improve efficiency and reduce costs. This displacement of people can lead to widespread job loss, particularly in industries such as manufacturing, transportation, and services, which are experiencing significant advancements in automation. Communities that are strongly dependent on these old types of employment are disproportionately affected by the economic gap that is produced as a result of this shift. As a result, individuals frequently have limited options to retrain or transfer to new professions in an economy that is driven by technology. This results in the benefits of technological advancement becoming concentrated among those who have access to high-skill occupations or money, which in turn exacerbates social disparities and deepens economic differences. Within the arena of combat, the transition toward high-tech military capabilities, such as drones, autonomous weapons, and cyber warfare, has the potential to mask the terrible realities of fighting. A reduction in the immediate risk to their own forces is made possible by these technologies, which make it possible for policymakers to execute military operations without direct human involvement. These technologies permit remote, automated types of combat. From a strategic point of view, this may appear to be favorable, yet it also has the potential to remove decision-makers from the human cost of having to wage war. The capability of carrying out strikes or operations with a minimum danger to soldiers might lead to a more abstract perception of war, reducing the severity of the violent consequences that are experienced by civilian populations in areas of conflict. Because of this detachment, there is a possibility that war may become more acceptable and more common. This is because policymakers may underestimate the long-term humanitarian consequences, which include civilian casualties, displacement, and the devastation of communities. Despite the fact that high-tech warfare is effective, it has the ability to separate political leaders from the actual suffering that is occurring on the ground as a direct result of their decisions. This could result in an increase in conflicts that have far-reaching implications for people. Number 3. Secrecy and lack of oversight. In light of the fact that DARPA is primarily concerned with developing innovative defense technologies, its operations are defined by a high level of secrecy. Despite the fact that this secrecy is frequently justified on the grounds of national security, it raises serious concerns regarding the lack of accountability and transparency that the government has in its programs. As a result of the fact that many of DARPA's projects, which range from cutting-edge weaponry to experimental technologies like as brain-computer interfaces, are carried out in secret, it is difficult for the general public and even other sectors of the government to have a complete understanding of the breadth and significance of these advancements. As a result of this lack of accountability, there is no public scrutiny or debate regarding the manner in which these breakthroughs are implemented or the ethical repercussions that they have. This opens the door to the possibility that technology could be misused. It is possible that technology that was developed for defense could be repurposed for domestic surveillance or other contentious applications if sufficient monitoring is not implemented. This would be a violation of civil liberties and privacy rights. In addition, the intimate connection that exists between the technological progress of DARPA and the objectives of the military produces an atmosphere in which the requirements of the military are frequently prioritized over the concerns of the civilian population. Because of the immense resources and influence that DARPA possesses, there is a possibility that innovation could become disproportionately focused on combat, cyber capabilities, and other military applications. This is in contrast to addressing broader societal concerns such as healthcare, education, or infrastructure. Because of this approach, which prioritizes defense over civilian demands, the potential advantages of technical developments for the general population may be reduced. This is because research that could meet the needs of civilians is either postponed or deprioritized. In addition, this dynamic can contribute to a widening separation between the civilian and military sectors, in which the general public experiences a growing sense of disconnection from the technologies that are being created, and the innovations themselves are geared more toward enhancing the quality of life for civilians than they are toward reducing the likelihood of conflict. The preponderance of military interests in technical development might thus result in the formation of a limited perspective of progress, in which the pursuit of security and defense frequently takes precedence over the urgent requirements of any given society. Number 2. Global power dynamics. Through the initiation of arms races between states, the unrelenting quest of technological superiority, particularly in the defense and military sectors, has the potential to exacerbate existing global tensions. The competition between nations to produce cutting-edge weaponry, cyber warfare tools, and autonomous military systems can have a destabilizing influence on international relations. This is because nations are constantly trying to outrun one another in the development of these technologies. It is possible that this competition for dominance would not only make the likelihood of conflicts higher, but it will also encourage nations to make significant investments in offensive weapons rather than encouraging diplomatic efforts or cooperative security measures. On the other hand, when it comes to research and development, the emphasis placed on military applications can sometimes obscure the importance of humanitarian and ethical issues. It is possible that concerns like human rights, environmental sustainability, and long-term societal repercussions will be pushed to the background when technology breakthroughs are predominantly driven by defense purposes. This prioritizing has the potential to bias the course of scientific investigation, diverting resources away from discoveries that could address important global concerns such as healthcare, the relief of poverty, or climate change. Because of this, a restricted concentration on technological superiority in military circumstances can worsen existing imbalances, erode ethical standards in research, and make this situation even more unstable on a global scale. Number 1. Public perception and discourse. The glorification of technological progress often creates an environment where advancements are celebrated as inherently positive, overshadowing critical discussions about their potential negative consequences. This narrative fosters a culture that prioritizes rapid innovation at any cost, where the pursuit of new technologies can lead to significant societal challenges such as job displacement, privacy violations, and ethical dilemmas surrounding autonomous systems. Simultaneously, there exists a considerable disconnect between the pace of technological development and the public's understanding of these advancements, resulting in a lack of informed debate on crucial issues. Many individuals may feel overwhelmed or excluded from discussions dominated by technical jargon, which can hinder their ability to engage with the implications of emerging technologies that directly affect their lives. This gap in engagement often leaves decisions about technological deployment in the hands of a few, typically policymakers and industry leaders. while sidelining the perspectives and values of broader communities. As a result, the dialogue around technology becomes skewed, leading to solutions that may not align with societal needs or ethical considerations, and reinforcing existing power imbalances that further alienate the public from crucial conversations about the future of innovation and its impact on society. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon.